something I do need to do. Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Fly versus Lin. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill, another concealed matchup. And it's going to be Orc versus Orc. Fly spawning as, well, Lin spawning as the red orc over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Fly spawning over here as the blue orc on the bottom left hand side. Both sides opening up with Altar of Storms, Barracks, and Burrow. No very fast tech to tier 2 in this, well, 1v1 matchup, and I am looking forward to what these players bring to the table. For all of you guys watching on Twitch, thank you for tuning in, even though it is, for me, I don't know. I don't know how America observes daylight saving time. It seems to be at a different time than many other places, but I am an hour earlier than normal, and I still seem to be okay, a little bit groggier, and it's a little bit darker outside, but overall, things are still looking up and good. All right, Ultra of Storms, Blade Master going to get trained up here. Barracks nearly done. Meanwhile, it is going to be a Blade Master here. This was a delayed Blade Master as it is turning into a Voodoo. Wait, a delayed. Why was this Blade Master later? Yeah, normally Blade Master. No, wait. Okay. I'm just going crazy. I was looking at the Barracks progress bar thinking that that was the Blade Master progress bar for a second. All right, maybe I'm not fully awake yet. It is an hour earlier, and I do. And it is already, what? It was 6:30 when I started casting, so it would have been 5:30 original time. Yeah, I'm not fully awake yet. Because of DST, I can watch it without getting sleepy. Good for me, at least. All right, well, great for you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Wild Striker as we're looking at the Blade Master now make its way out. Perhaps going to try and put some pressure onto that Peon. And, well, this game is now already underway. Peon gonna end up easily getting taken down. No big surprise there. But what is going to be important is that, well, the timing. Who's going to be able to clear out these creep camps faster? Ring of Protection +3, the item on that Blade Master. We'll see if he holds on to that at least for a little while. Those Rings of Protection +3, not the favorite items of any player really, but at the same time, in the same way, well, it is still useful early on in the game as you have a little bit more of additional hit points. Coming back across here, we're looking at, well, the blue. I'm just going to call them by their colors now. You guys know that Fly is blue and Lin is red. You know that blue is going to go ahead and clear off the remainder of that creep camp. Going to be a little bit behind in positioning, but ahead in experience overall. Going to go ahead and use a healing salve, and, well, where is he going to try to run off to next? The red Blade Master going to perhaps be trying to play a game of denial as we're going to be coming across. There's the Blade Master here, and is it going to go for a steal? No steal possible. Stippers of Agility picked up. Blade Master coming back across here is going to get the steal right there, and now continue to try and take more and more as well. Blade Master getting in front of that Grunt. Grunt low on hit points, being forced to back away. Is it going to absorb a lot of damage? Who's going to get that last hit? There goes a Windwalk Strike, getting that last hit there as the Blade Master steals some key experience, and a Grunt while trying to get into harm's way to try and protect his partner. All right, a little bit of bonus damage there. Grunt gonna hold the door, taking quite a bit of damage actually, but the blade, oh, is that a potential surround? Oh, that could have been a surround right there. No, Blade Master would have just gone out that way. Take it back, but still would have been rather impressive. Blade Master exchanging blows. Are we gonna see a Windwalk there? Nope, no engaging of Windwalk. A little bit more healing. Blade Masters just going back and forth again. All right, Slippers of Agility, Gloves of Haste. Blade Master going to come across there, try and engage. Nope, doesn't engage. The Blade Master had already healed up a decent amount of units. No real reason to break Windwalk, just to try and remove the remainder of that healing salve. Coming back down across here, Blade Master heading off to the north, going to clear up the Ogre, or wake up the Ogre Lord here and try and trap him. This is a bit of a gambit by the blue Orc here, and it does end up getting that surround here. Lin, if he was aware of the situation, could have easily, well, disrupted much of this. Is there Dust of Appearance? Yes, there is Dust of Appearance, and there is that Grunt right there. Grunt does spot the information here. Going to go ahead and pick up a Pipe of Insight. That is a huge item pickup for Fly here. Fly now having extra mana eventually when that Shadow Hunter and or Tauren Chieftain comes back out later. Are we going to be seeing a tech to tier 3 with, well, well, Tauren totems, and then perhaps whoever is able to resurrect more Taurens, um, trying to get that way, or trying to get an economic advantage that way. Dresden, thank you for the follow. Meanwhile, coming back down to the south here, we are looking at a bestiary gonna get canceled or force a cancellation right here. Already down to 60 hit points. There it is, backing away. Thank you for the follow again. Hurricane, as we're looking at the Tauren totem being built down to the south, peons, well, causing a little bit of blockage once more as the Tauren totem is going to get pressured. Great job by Fly, making sure that these buildings are not easily constructed. Thank you for the follow again. Was there a host that I missed? As the Blade Master taking still more damage again. You're welcome. Nice to see some casting of WarCraft 3. Yeah. Well, I've been doing this for many, many years. Blade Master now coming back off to the north, clearing up the Forest Troll High Trees, picking up a Tome of Intelligence. We should be looking at, yes, a Shadow Hunter coming in from Fly as well. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Bestiary and Tauren Totem nearly done. Fly doing a good job resetting the tech, but the Blade Master is still only at level 1 after all this time. I guess all it takes is a level 1 Blade Master to cause a little bit of disruption as we're looking at that here. Blade Master just going to go ahead and win walk away. Tauren Totem and Bestiary will get completed, though not too far behind, maybe about a minute, as we are looking at Berserker Strength, Spirit Walkers, and, well, Raiders with Ensnare. So far, things look pretty much identical on both sides. Hero levels and timing on tech, the only real difference. 34 supply going up against 31. Coming back around, a Blade Master chasing after the grunts here. A little bit of just harassment by both sides. The Blade Master of Lin is only sitting at level 1 at this stage, and also the Pipe of Insight going to be a very big deal. There we go. Let's see a quick hex onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter now trying to get away. Does end up using a Scroll of Speed, able to cause a little bit of separation as the Blade Master now returns the favor and says, "Stop picking on my little brother," so to speak. Blade Master comes back around here. Shadow Hunter wants to get to level 2 for that healing wave. Meanwhile, back off to the north, the Shadow Hunter clearing up some of the creep camps off to the north, as well as the Blade Master of Lin is still looking to play that harassment game. All right, another hex goes down, and the real reason why this is possible is because that Shadow Hunter has that Brilliance Aura. With Brilliance Aura on that Shadow Hunter, it's able to freely cast hex much more often and much more frequently without fear of running out of mana. Between Clarity Potions and this constant Pipe of Insight bonus, it is going to make that big difference, and that play of Fly being able to kill that Ogre Lord early looks to be paying off. All right, coming back around, Shadow Hunter looking to back away. The +1 hour in the winter didn't allow me to do so. All right, yep. Apparently, yeah. Hopefully, and we can choose daylight. I'd rather have daylight saving time, honestly, on the Pacific. It's like, especially here in Southern California. Yeah. But we'll see how that really works. Anyways, coming back down across here, no Overseer about to get taken down. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Blade Master, Shadow Hunter both sitting at level 2. This Blade Master sitting at level 3, has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, but wasn't doing the harassment that it was supposed to be doing. Shadow Hunter down here by Fly, now sitting at level 2, should be able to pick up some Tomes of Intelligence as well, as we're looking at all of this getting cleaned up nicely. All right, there goes another Null Warden once more. Blade Master, we're going to engage. There goes some Spirit Walkers. There goes some Ensnares. And here is an early battle already. Coming back across, we're looking at Lin coming down. Those Spirit Walkers spreading out much of that damage. Kodo Beast joining in on the battle. Kodo Beast joining in on the battle from both sides. Are they going to try and grab a Raider or anything like that? There we are. It looks as though one Raider could easily get taken out here. He's going to try and eat it. No, eats a Grunt instead. So a game of hungry Kodos. Coming back across here, a couple of ensnares as this Raider, well, needs to back away from that position. No, gets taken down in the process. All right, Scroll of Speed being used by both sides, so everyone walking very, very quickly. Are we perhaps going to be looking at some ensnares as well? Perhaps trying to get some damage onto some of those grunts with that have, well, Spirit Link. Is it going to end up getting taken down? Yes, those Spirit Walkers dealing bonus damage to those grunts with that heavy armor. All right, this push, 44 supply going up against 43. More units will be trained up here. Blade Master getting ensnared once more. And what is going on here? Where is the blade? Where is the blue Blade Master? Blade Master heading back across here, trying to cause a lot of problems as well. All right, dual Blade Masters, dual Shadow Hunters, a lot of Hex Kodo Beasts um, eating units all across the board. But there's more Spirit Walkers by Lin, and is that enough? It looks like there's more Raiders by Fly right now, as we're looking at Ensnares versus Spirit Link. Who's going to come out ahead? Blade Master, however, has taken a large amount of damage, needs to get healed back up, and well, could get a heal up here in just a moment. There is a healing wave possible by Fly, as we're looking at, oh no, the illusion is the reason why Fly is not using clarity potions, as the illusion would actually disrupt that clarity potion from getting any additional mana. Coming back here, a Blade Master using the Fountain of Health and Windwalk to effectively heal without taking any damage there. And meanwhile, level 2 going up against level 3, level 2. All right. Mirror match all the way through. Tech to tier 3 has not begun. Blade Master coming in from the backside here, getting in some damage, perhaps trying to finish off the Kodo Beast. Kodo Beast represents a large amount of damage with that damage buff here, 10% across all of those units, as the Raider is going to end up getting traded. Healing wave right there. Kodo Beast here still has something in its belly, as this Kodo does end up getting taken down. All right, Fly seems to be, well, very cautious here, trying to continue this battle. A lot of damage focused onto that Kodo Beast, as Peons are joining in on the battle here on both sides. Spirit Link should be cast as the Shadow Hunter gets to level 3. Level 2 healing wave, but the hero level advantage not going to amount to very much if it doesn't have mana for it, as this Raider is going to get taken out. A bit of a back and forth push and pull battle here on Concealed Hill, as we are looking at 2 Raiders, 2 Spirit Walkers, and 2 Kodo Beasts going up against, well, no Kodo Beast at all. Double or triple Spirit Walkers, and do I even see a Raider? No, Grunts. We're still looking at Grunts at this stage in the game. That Berserker upgrade perhaps making it still useful. A quick ensnare on an illusion, as that gets taken down. All right. Fly sitting on level 3 on both of his heroes finally has caught up a bit, but Lin's going to take the experience lead once again here, as that Blade Master is just shy of... Blade Master Lin's going to take the experience lead here. So far, Fly was actually the one with the hero level advantage. Wow, yeah, that losing that extra hour of sleep a little bit. Thank you for the follow, W Razor, as we're looking at more units making their way across here. In comes the Blade Master. We're looking at the Spirit Walkers making their way through. Shadow Hunter coming back around as well, and while clearing out the Fountain of Health. Fly has...
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. The heroes are swapped. All right, so Blade Master of Flies at level 4 is on the top right-hand side. So the hero levels are swapped from their original positioning, and that's why I'm constantly getting confused. All right, coming back through here, Blade Master going up against the Forest Troll Berserker coming. I'm going to go ahead and take that down. Lin, level 3 Shadow Hunter, level 3 Blade Master. Blade Master picks up a Sobi Mask, which is going to be a great item for that Shadow Hunter as well. Doesn't have the Brilliance Aura for the Spirit Walkers either, though. Overlay and mirrors don't get along yet. No, well, trying to swap the colors what was the issue, right? The colors were wrong, so once I swapped the colors, sometimes the overlay just doesn't update properly. If you guys ever watch a stream, you'll notice that if you're like watching on DreamHack or anything like that, you don't actually ever see the start of the game. They make sure that all of the overlays are working properly, getting everything properly set at the very start before they get going. Manual of Health being left behind by Fly, though. Level 4 on that Shadow Hunter, level 4 on that Blade Master is now they're making their way over here to the top right. Blade Master finishing off that Peon once more, as we're looking at the Shadow Hunter finishing off the remainders of this Ogre Lord creep camp in the center of the map. Both sides sitting on one base play, but going into low upkeep. We are not going into a fortress, so we are not going to be having resurrected Taurens with those Spirit Walkers. But at some point, if one of the players tries to make that investment into tier 3, it will not pay off for quite some time. However, having access to tier 3 does mean you have access to Tiny Great Hall, which is an incredible ability to try and break through and gain an advantage at the end of the game there, since it establishes that expansion so quickly. All right, both sides fighting here. Peon's going to engage here. A lot of disenchants. Serpent wards being thrown down as well. So Serpent wards and Healing Wave going up against Hex and Healing Wave, and a quick scroll of the beast being used by the red army. Well, I believe there was the red army used it, but there was a quick disenchant as well. All right, Kodo Beast making their way over. This could be a game of hungry Kodos. Kodo could just turn around and eat that grunt. Not quite sure why it isn't doing that, trying to eat those units. Kodo Beast could try and fight their way through. Why didn't it eat? I don't really know, as well. Some of those Kodos were lost in that battle as well. Healing Wave bouncing back around once more. 58 supply compared to 51. Fly is a little bit behind in this engagement in terms of supply, but he is still putting down that pressure. Serpent wards are being thrown down here. Blade Master could get taken out. No, able to escape and get back up to 300 hit points after that heal. All right, Kodo Beast, units in the belly. Only 3 units in the belly here. This Kodo Beast gets ensnared and will get finished off. And with that, Fly actually has the advantage. His opponent going back into, well, no, doesn't go back into low upkeep. Gonna go ahead and trade more units behind this here. But, well, there's another Kodo Beast to try and make up for the one that was lost. Nothing in the belly. All right, it is important to note Fly has 3 Kodos, and Kodos do have diminishing returns, especially if you are not digesting all of those units. That first Kodo is incredibly important. A second Kodo is important, but the third Kodo, unless you're constantly eating and digesting units, doesn't represent that big of a difference. If Fly had eaten an additional grunt or 2, this game would be drastically different right now, as the supply count would be that much more shifted, and there would be more experience for that Blade Master and that Shadow Hunter. All right. Khadgar's Pipe of Insight, Spirit Walker's plenty of mana. Perhaps the Pipe of Insight is helping just get more mana into the Spirit Walkers, and more mana into the Spirit Walkers, more disenchants, more Spirit Links, all incredibly important, as we saw how quickly that Scroll of the Beast was removed. 61 supply compared to 56. Once more, somehow Lin does have that supply advantage. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is looking to engage against each other here in just a moment. Level 4 going up, level 4 Blade Masters on both sides, level 4 Shadow Hunters on both sides. Fly, disregard the location of the hero icons. Fly closer to level 5 on both of those heroes. All right. Was that a healing ward? Nope, Serpent Ward. All right, Serpent Ward is going into play here. Blade Master is right there. We're going to go into engagement. There goes some ensnares. Blade Master going straight after that Serpent Ward, since it represents so much damage. Blade Master trying to finish off some other units as the Kodo Beast quickly gets ensnared. Units have to be very careful. A couple more Kodo Beasts being thrown down. Raiders are throwing down after those Kodo Beasts, as well as the units could try and digest some of those units. And yes, eat some units and then hit and run, so to speak. Kodo Beast down to 700 hit points, is ensnared, is going to be able to back away. Healing Wave trying to keep it alive and well, as the Raiders with that siege damage able to focus down one Kodo so quickly. Another Kodo, something in its belly, that is incredibly important, and the Raiders of Lin focusing on the Kodos. And as I mentioned earlier, well, the Kodos, if you have 3, doesn't matter nearly as much, as this one Kodo able to back away. Scroll of Speed as it's trying to get back, and looks like it will be able to heal up at that Fountain of Health. Meanwhile, Fly is going to lose a Kodo, and Lin gets back one more Raider. More units are engaging again, and Lin 62 supply compared to Fly's 48. Fly somehow falling behind further and further, as the Kodos are just trying to engage back once more. More ensnares going down, and the ward, the Hex lasting so long. Healing Wave, and there goes Fly's Shadow Hunter. No more Healing Wave. The Serpent Wards still doing a little bit of poke, but somehow Lin has managed to overcome that Khadgar's Pipe of Insight, even though that Shadow Hunter himself is now low on mana, and he gets taken down. Fly's Blade Master now getting up to level 5. Both both Shadow Hunters are out of the battle, as we're looking at more burst damage. 232 hit point critical strike, just adding up more damage, as that Serpent Ward was still poking through. 36 supply compared to 46. Spirit Walkers are going to get taken down here. Grunts getting taken out. What is happening? Everything is a complete bloodbath. 20 supply compared to 14 supply army compared to 33, as the Raiders are trying to back away. Blade Master could try and finish off some more units here. The army of Lin so much larger. Only 14 supply 14 supply here. What is going on? Kodo, or a little bit more mining, and that is it. That was an absolute bloodbath, trading of units constantly. And well, the Shadow Hunter having such a long hex and not being able to healing wave himself, especially when he had a potion of greater healing to follow it up, was a great setback. Thank you for the follow as we're looking at the Voodoo Lounge. Robe of Magi dropped and then picked back up after that potion of mana was used here. We're going to see more engagement. Is that Shadow Hunter going to be able to carry this team? Serpent Wards are getting thrown down. Shadow Hunter trying to hide behind everything here. That Pipe of Insight representing so much and using the home field advantage against his opponent, as the Shadow Hunter is so important, but hiding inside his opponent's base. Blade Master now looking to engage here. Serpent Ward still poking around even further. Kodo Beast trying to retreat back here. More damage just represented. Is this what level is those? Are those Serpent Wards? As the Blade Master could end up finishing off another Raider right there. It gets taken down. Shadow Hunter gets up to level 5, and there's a potion of healing onto that Blade Master. Level 3 Serpent Wards now gonna get posted down as well. And are the level 3 Serpent Wards going to represent too much damage, focusing down onto these Spirit Walkers and all of these remaining units? All right, Kodo Beast about to get taken down. It looks like it's going to get shot down here. One more shot from a Grunt will finish it off. And this is 19 supply compared to 25. And you cannot really tell whose home base this is. Shadow Hunter looks like it will finally get taken down, trying to get saved. And no healing wave. Level 5 on now both the level 5 now on the Shadow Hunter, and now level 6 on the Blade Master. Lin gets that last bit of damage. Fly is a wind-walking Hex unit as it retreats back. 20 supply compared to 21.
A player's force is
All
under
right.
attack.
This, I don't know if Serpent Ward is better than Hex. Both sides suffering large amounts of damage. Shadow Hunter running back home. Kagar's Pipe of Insight coupled there. That is going to quickly be sold in and instead of using the Pipe of Insight, well, keeping the Robe of Magi and losing the Pipe of Insight, I would have thought the Pipe of Insight would have been the better item to keep, as it represents more mana, and I lost the Blade Master. All right. Caster fail. I was like, oh yeah, you know, the Blade Master, he's wind walking away. He's wind walking away. They're going to regroup. Shadow Hunter sold some items. They're going to regroup here and... like, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was totally a caster fail. A really close game back and forth, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Sorry for losing the last 5 most important seconds of the game. Stick around for more Warcraft 3.